It is time, Jesse Friedman, for us to reveal our very first power rankings of 2024. I don't think we even attempted to do like preseason power rankings because we felt that was silly and unfair, right? What's the point? We have no idea how any of this stuff is going to work out until actual baseball games are played. And now that's happened. And there are some surprises in these top 10. So Damon, if you would, can you reveal the top 10 players in Major League, or teams, I should say, in Major League Baseball right now?
I guess the biggest news here is where the Arizona Diamondbacks fall. Of course,
That's what everybody wants to know.
We have them at number 7 to start in our first go through here.
That's fair.
Yeah, teams in front of them. We'll run through real quick. Dodgers number 1, Braves number 2, Orioles number 3, Rangers 4, Yankees 5, Astros 6, and then it's the Diamondbacks at 7, Phillies 8, Rays 9, and the Cleveland Guardians, who lead baseball in run differential, Derek. After 1 week, they are plus 28 and have gone 5-2. We've got them at number 10.
Those central teams in both the NL and AL are going crazy, but of course,
the central division teams, Derek, they heard the haters.
Yeah, especially the Pirates, which you completely left off this list.
Yeah, I mean, and the Pirates last year, if people remember, the Pirates were like, weren't they like 20-8 or something ridiculous to start last season? Yep. I guess there's something about the Pirates that they always seem to, at least the last couple of years, they've gotten off to strong starts.
At least they give their fans hope, unlike the Rockies.
Yeah, the Rockies. Yeah, they tend to nosedive pretty quick.
All right, so these rankings, I think a lot of people would agree with, especially the Dodgers, Braves, and Orioles up at the top. The Orioles might not lose a game in the month of April with their damn schedule. Rangers and Yankees, that's pretty agreeable. You got the World Series champs who have had a great start to their season. Yankees, excellent start to their season, not to mention the fact that they just beat the D-backs.
They swept the Astros, and then they took 2 out of 3 from the D-backs.
Hard to justify them not being that high, right?
They didn't have a great 2023 season, which made me hesitant to put them up so high. But when you do that against the Astros and then take 2 out of 3 against a good D-backs team, this Yankees team seems a lot better than the one we saw a year ago.
Elizabeth's very mad at you in the chat. She says Dodgers at 1, gross. Hard not to argue with the Dodgers being at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's between the Dodgers and the Braves, right?
Well, Astros got swept by the Yankees, and the Diamondbacks didn't. Explain yourself.
Oh my gosh. The Astros are the Astros. And I just don't feel like I have to say much more than that.
Yeah, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And we know that the Astros are trying every single year.
Talking about disrespect to the Tigers, though, right?
Yeah. I thought about the Tigers. They are 4-0, but they've also played all of their games against the White Sox and the Mets. And I am open to the possibility of the Tigers being on our top 10 at some point, but I'm gonna need to see them play a competent baseball team before that's disrespectful.
They're gonna be
the Mets might be okay.
The Astros
year,
are 2-5, but they did outscore the Blue Jays 19-2.
Yes.
So, all right.
The Astros are really good. I just think that it's close. I mean, I'm not saying the Astros are way ahead of the Diamondbacks, but they made it to the championship series last year. Like
I know what
do
you're
every
doing.
year. And,
I know what you're doing. You're trying to motivate the Diamondbacks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You should have just left them off the list. Just disrespected them completely.
We know that the majority of the clubhouse, like when they're traveling, when the Diamondbacks flew to Atlanta yesterday, we expect that they were watching our show as they do every day. And
we know Jerry P was definitely
100%.
He wanted to see if he's hurt.
They all gather. They all
didn't know
gather
if he was or not, and he needed to know from our show yesterday.
Yeah, they all gather around their device of choice and they watch the PHNX D-back show. Today they have an off day, so they're going to be especially dialed.
They're here
today.
live. I'm pretty sure C5 is Christian Walker. I don't know that for sure, but it could be. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some honorable mentions to give out that didn't make this list. I mean, I think that any of these teams could have probably found their way on. The Tigers undefeated. They did play the White Sox and the Mets, though.
Yeah, right.
So that's like playing the Rockies twice in a row.
That's a little disrespectful to the Mets, I think. Although the Mets haven't won a baseball game this year, I do expect them to be better. But
Rhys Hoskins has wrecked that organization. He ruined them.
Correct. Number 10 on our list was really tough for me. I went with the Guardians just because of how how much they have demolished their opponents through 7 games.
Sure.
But they did open, with, I think it was 4 games against the A's, which is obviously a pretty nice way to start the season. But the Cubs are out there. They're off to a 4-2 start. I'm a little concerned about Justin Steele missing time for them and what that could mean. Yeah. That was sort of my deciding factor there. The Reds are off to a good start. Thought about them for number 10. They certainly could have been there. The Mariners are another team. They have not started well. They're 2-4 to start the season, but a team that I still like in the long run. So if they wind up back on this list within a week or two, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well, we will see how things change. And of course, we got a long season to go. This is just the beginning of it.